Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all about Chivas' first game of the season. Game 2, because apparently the first game was cancelled. First game of the season away from home at Club Leon. Going into the game, we were all excited for it. Pre-season was perfect pretty much. All four new signings getting their presentation last week. It was brilliant. Like, we couldn't have been more pumped up for this game. New season, new players, new coach. Like, what can we do this season? Can it be any different than last season? Disappointing start, obviously. We did lose 1-0. And look, I'm just going to get the negatives out of the way first because there are positives to take from this game. Things that I've been thinking about over the last day or so. The game was obviously 24 hours ago. At the time it was all negative, negative, negative for me. There are good things. So the negative are obviously losing the game in the manner we did as well. Club Leon did not deserve to win this game. A draw, might have been a bit fairer, but I think Chivas should have won this game quite easily. Again, same thing from last season, struggling to create chances, struggling to score goals, struggling to get shots on target, long shots galore. Just very frustrating, and for me, that was the frustrating thing was not starting Efra. Efrain Alvarez, I think, was brought in to be the creator, bring the attackers more into play, to create chances, to score goals himself. To not start him is a bit dodgy for me, and I think we regretted it, and I think he will start next game. Pulido, the whole front three, Pulido, Piojo, and Keikau were disappointing again, similar to last season. Keikau, in particular, had a decent preseason, was always dangerous. Disappeared this game. I had one good clear chance. He took it around the goalkeeper. Should have slotted it home. Didn't. That's a continuing problem for me with Cade is that he's very good runner. He's very good pace. He's very quick. He's very good dribbler. Gets to the position, but his end product is just missing at the moment. He does pop up with a goal every once in a while, but that needs to be better for him. He needs to up his game in that regard. Pulido was a ghost the entire game, in my opinion. Was nowhere near involved. He's the one I think that likes to drop back a little bit deeper, get the ball, create chances, bring the wingers into play. The whole attack was just disconnected, disjointed this whole game, and very disappointing. Pierre as well, bad for him as well. So yeah, we played poor attacking wise. I think defensively we were good, midfield we were good, we controlled the game, absolutely dominated them at home. I think it was like 67% possession or whatever, 15 shots or whatever. We absolutely dominated them, bombed them the whole game. We should have actually won this game. If our end product was decent, we'd have won that game 3 or 4 goals clear. Absolutely, they did not deserve to win. We didn't deserve to lose, but having said that, goals win games. Go to their goal is a penalty, the worst penalty you're ever going to see, the softest penalty you're ever going to see. Reminded me of the Netherlands penalty back in 2014, against Mexico. Never ever a penalty. There was barely any contact or whatever. The referee's a bit dodgy. I'm not going to go too much on him, but he does need investigating, but whatever. And the same thing happened the other way. We should have had a penalty, but of course our one doesn't get given. Our player got kicked in the face as well. Absolutely horrific refereeing. I'm not putting all the blame on the referee because obviously we need to score goals. We'd been better scoring goals in this game. We would have won the game quite easily, as I said. But the refereeing was absolutely atrocious. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Chiva is dead and buried. Chiva has not existed for about 2 years now. And it's a shame, you take the piss out of America fans because the only way they can win a game is by getting dodgy penalties, and that comes from jealousy. Like, I wish Chivas were given more dodgy penalties so that we can actually get us over the line. If we'd gotten a penalty in this game, if we'd scored one goal, I think we would have gone on to win it quite comfortably. Leon are not a good team. At all, given what I just saw. We absolutely deserve to win the game. But, maybe we didn't deserve it because we didn't score a goal. But, so that was the negative. That's my little bit of a rant out of the way. The positives. There are positives. Talamangel, obviously, last negative would be Talamangel needs to get better in his penalties. He's going to be facing penalties from Chivas and Mexico, and he needs to get better at them. But I thought other than that, I think he did alright. He had a couple of decent saves. The defence, I was never worried really with the defence. I would like to have seen Capillo start. Brian Gonzalez, for me, one of the best players on the pitch for Chivas in this game. Absolutely brilliant. Had a chance, he headed it just wide. But you see he's a goal threat as well, which is similar to the Mateo Chavez. Chavez was always an attack-minded fullback as well, so that's pretty good for him. I thought, I was very impressed with Gonzalez, actually. Ledesma's unfortunate, his non-penalty was given. It was never a penalty. It was barely any contact. It was barely even a whisker of a touch. So I don't think that's going to affect Ledesma all that much. I think he's going to do really well for us. The rest of the game, we controlled them. Our midfield did really well against them. Our defence did really well against them. Leon were never, ever, ever going to score a goal from open play in this game. We weren't either, obviously, but they were never, ever going to do that. If they had not been given that soft-ass penalty, or if we'd been given ours as well, the exact same thing. In fact, there was arguably more contact for our penalty that wasn't given. So if it had been finished 1-1 and we both had penalties, you could say fair enough, that's kind of fair. But very weird that one gets given and the other one doesn't. Very strange. And the one that does get given is for the home team. Very odd, but it is what it is. It's up to other people to question this refereeing and seeing if there's any investigation that needs to be done. But yeah, I was really happy with the midfield. I think we controlled the game very well. But defensively, we looked really, really solid, which is good, which bodes well. We've got a foundation to build upon. Again, it's the attacking area that has let us down. I thought Efrain Alvarez came on the pitch, did really well. Had a really, really good shot that hit the crossbar. That would have been an absolute golazo. Imagine getting goal of the season in the first game of the season. That's crazy. And unfortunately, he missed. You hit the crossbar, but it would have been an absolutely amazing goal. And I think he looked very lively. He looked hungry. He looked energetic, and I think we should have started him, and I think we'll start him next game. And I think, give him a chance to really work his magic. I think he could do really well for us. I do believe that Pulido will start next game. I think Caden and Piero will probably start next game. Hormiga came off the bench, didn't really have much time. He had about 10 minutes to do something, for God's sake. You can't always expect him to score a goal. He did it a lot in pre-season, but in the league against top level opposition, you need more than 10 minutes really. Or statistic wise, odds wise, you need more time. So I would have done that transfer a lot quicker. I would have done it at the hour mark maybe. Kept Pulido over for far too long in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, the tweaks need to be had. The front three of Cade, Pulido and Piojo just doesn't work. It didn't work last season. It didn't work this game. I'd like to change it up a little bit. Again, introducing Efrain into it next game will obviously change it up a little bit. I'm really interested to see what Efrain and Pulido can do together. I think they can complement each other quite well. Cade needs to step it up. And I think, Piojo needs to really improve as well. He's always a bit of a late burner, Piojo. For the first few games he doesn't do anything, and in the last half of the season he scores quite regularly. So, but he needs to step it up a bit earlier. We need him, to be honest with you. Yael Padilla playing for the under-21s is weird for me. I think that he should have been in around the first team. I think he should have been on the bench. Been an option for us to bring off the bench. Hugo Cabreras as well came on, didn't really do much. I think I would like to start Hugo. Maybe start Hugo and Efrain. I'd like to see Hormiga start, but I don't think he will. I think Pulido's going to be starting most of the games this season. Unless he gets injured or whatever. But yeah, like I said, good foundation, good defensively, good midfield. We controlled the game as the away team, which is quite rare. And we did it. We did it quite easily. And like I said, if Leon didn't have that dodgy AF penalty, I think we could have won this game. But yeah, things to build on. Milito's got a lot to think about. Welcome to the Liga MX, by the way. It's tough and it's difficult. Especially when a team that's not very good defends for their lives. We always struggle breaking teams down. So it'll be interesting to see what tweaks he does. Changes need to happen. I'll be very, very disappointed if the exact same starting 11 starts the next game. In particular, the attacking front three. You know, defense, midfield, and goalkeeper is fine based on this game, but I think tweaks need to be made in the attacking third. You know, like I said, I would like to see Camberis maybe start. Definitely, Ephraim needs to be the first name of the team sheet. I think he did more in, 10, 15 minutes than Cade or Piojo did in the entire game. Even Polito, really. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But let me know what you thought about the game. Good and bad. It's not good losing the game, first game of the season, especially when some teams are like played 3 games now. So yeah, it's negative. It would have been cool to win this game. You know, Leon are one of the teams that we should be beating. And it would have been a real confidence booster. You know, given the preseason we had, given the transfer window we had, it would have been nice to just keep that going. But it is what it is. We just got to bounce back now. Take what we learnt from this game, because we did learn some things from this game. And take it into the next game and build upon it. Like I said, we do have a foundation. We weren't outplayed. Leon weren't the better team. We didn't get absolutely smashed. We didn't get even beaten, really. They just got a lucky penalty and did nothing else for the entire game. So, yeah, there are positives to take from this game. Let me know what you think they are. And let me know what you think we can do for the next game and the rest of the season as well. Let me know if there's going to be any other changes to the team that I haven't mentioned. And yeah, let me know what you think about Padilla being in the under 21s as well. I was really disappointed with that. I think he should have at least been on the bench. But hey, he's played the game. He got an assist as well. I think they won their game, so credit to them. I think he got 1 assist, which is good. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you thought of the game, this season, and the players as well. What player played well that I haven't mentioned, or played bad that I haven't mentioned. Tyler Rangel getting loads of hate for some reason. Weird. He's obviously going to be L3's first choice goalkeeper in the not too distant future. If Malagon keeps conceding 3 goals a game from America, I think that's going to be a lot sooner than later. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think about all these stuff in the comments, guys, and we'll talk about it. Have a really good week as well, and yeah, hopefully see you guys next video for a hopefully more positive outcome. So yeah, have a good week, guys, and take it easy, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.